I spoke to lots of different staff throughout the inspection, and every one of them, as they were telling you about what they did in the service and what their role was and what activities they particularly had an interest in, there was just such a huge amount of enthusiasm from them. They really, you could see in their faces, you could see in their eyes that they obviously were really passionate about what they were doing. Again, they really spoke highly of the members, and like when I was asking, how did this come about, or at the Cree Studios when I was speaking to the two chaps that do that, then kind of saying, what made you be able to make up this extra piece of equipment to help one of the members? And it was very much, they would deflect it back to not what they had done, but what the members, so well, they wanted this, or we found that they were able to do this but not that, so that's, and everything was tweaked and created around what the members were able to do. And in speaking to staff, where I would say, that's really good, or that, they always then kind of shied back from it being their work that had created it, but more spoke to me about it was really the members that had enabled them to take it forward. And I found that very humbling. I think that's the word I use in the report, and that's still how I feel, that a lot of the things, I was coming away and you were thinking about them, and telling other members of staff about them, telling my family members about some of the great work that was going on here. I mean, the two guys that do the Cree Studio, what they've created for William, when you speak to William and you see what they've enabled him to do, it is just, and they were just so like, well, and I'm just kind of saying to him, so you like literally soldered bits together and thought, well, if he's able to do this with his head to operate his chair, he must be able to, there's something we can do. And they were just kind of like, oh yeah, they're just really, just it was just really, really nice. And I know Beth was saying to me there too, the relatives and the amount that they appreciate and see the difference, people really blooming when they come here, and that's what it's all about. I had gone to inspect another service recently, and when I was getting shown around, I had noticed the talking spots on the wall, and when I asked them about it, then they had said to me that they had come down to visit Beth here, and it was one of the ideas that they'd taken back and were now using at their service.
That has led on to a real partnership with that service, which isn't even within our own authority. No. It's a different authority, which means that we're both learning from each other, because all services and all authorities have good ideas. So it's been about putting those together and improving everybody's learning.